Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to our channel, which is Roshni Tutorials. And today we are going to start the explanation of how the dog found himself a new master. Okay, this is the topic which is there in your English book. So we will start explanation from this chapter. Alright, I hope you all are ready for it. But before moving towards the explanation, let me tell you that the task that you all have to do before starting of the chapter, that is regarding your word meanings. Okay, so I am providing you all with difficult words and their meanings. Please go through it so that there won't be any issues while understanding the story. My dear children, you all can see out here word meaning. Okay, these are the words which you find in the story. Okay, as we start the explanation, in almost every line you will find a difficult word which you all have to keep in mind. Okay, so here I have provided its meaning. All right, so please write it in your copy and learn it at home. All right, let's move towards the story now. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. Here, right now we domesticate dogs, isn't it? We keep them as a pet in our house. But the situation was not same many years ago. Okay, many years ago, dogs used to live just like wolves. Okay, these wolves used to reside in the forest and they were free to go anywhere. All right, and they had to get food by themselves. They had to make shelter by themselves. Okay, they had to decide where they will sit, where what they will eat, everything by themselves. Okay, and even though they did everything by themselves, they were free. All right, but the same routine was not followed when a dog was born. Okay, a dog who was not happy with this system of living. All right, so what did he do? Let's find out. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. Now see, he was tired of wandering. Wandering means to roam around, okay, to move from one place to another. Alright, to move from one place to another. So he was tired of looking for food. He was tired of going here and there for food. Okay, not only that, he was being frightened. He was being threatened, okay, by other stronger animals. Frightened means to get fearful. Okay, he was very much fearful because of other strong animals. Alright, let's see what happens further. Okay, let me tell you the meaning of ill-pleased. I have already mentioned in difficult word meanings also. It means unhappy. Okay, ill-pleased means unhappy. But if we take only pleased, it means happy. Okay, because ill is added here, so its meaning will be unhappy. Please keep in mind, children, I have written in this another slide also, which I had asked you to write in the copy. So please please complete your task. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. Now, after being tired of finding food and getting intimidated, getting fearful by other stronger animals, what dog did was he thought of getting some stronger master, okay, on earth, who will not be fearful of anyone. So, if he will be his servant, he does not have to wander here and there for food, and no one will scare him throughout his life. Okay, so thinking that it is going to be a good bargain, he started searching for the strongest person. Let's see what happens further. He started finding a strong master. Okay, so who was he? Let's find out in another slide. He walked and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. Okay, so it means the dog walked. Okay, he walked and walked. That means he continuously tried to find somebody, alright? So he met a kinsman. Kinsman means relative, okay? A big wolf. Who was the relative? A wolf. Okay. A big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. Fierce means very dangerous by looks and by gestures as well. Okay, by actions as well. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. Now this wolf asked to dog, okay, that where he is heading to. I'm looking for someone to take up service with. The dog said that I am looking for somebody for whom I can work. Would you like to be my master, wolf? He said, will you be my master? Okay, and he must have said that for this he has to find food and protection for him. Okay, and the wolf agreed. All right, the wolf agreed and the two of them went on together. Now wolf agreed. He said that okay, fine, you be my master, I will protect you. Okay, I will protect you and I'll find food for you as well. All right, so both of them started heading towards the forest. They walked and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose. Sniffed. Sniffed means to smell something. Okay. Lift means to make nose active. Okay, to make nose active and alert. To sniff. To smell something. Darted quickly. Darted means to move to another direction. Okay, if somebody is coming from this way, and if he is darts, then he moves suddenly, okay, to some other direction. Darted quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. Now into the bushes. Bushes means small plants. Okay, small plants, and crept, and he started creeping. That means he, stealthily he started moving towards the forest. Now dog was surprised. The dog was surprised. The strongest master for him, but it proved to be wrong because of the answer which is given by the wolf. Let's see what was that. There is a bear out there and he might eat up both of us. Now wolf said that there is a bear in that place, so we must run away, because if we will stay there, then not only dog but the wolf himself has to lose life. Okay. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. Now the dog broke the contract with wolf and made a new contract with bear. Okay, it was a verbal contract, and he said that be my master, okay, and I will serve you in all the way possible. Only two things you have to do. You have to find food for me and protection. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows. Herd means a group. Okay, a group of animal is usually called herd. Okay, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. Terrible means dangerous. Okay, horrible, dangerous noise. Now whose noise was that? Let's find out. The cows were running in a panic in all directions. Panic means nervous. Running in panic in all directions. So even cow were very panicked. Okay, they were nervous and they started moving in different directions. From the bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Hastily means very quickly. Okay, so bear saw that somebody was there, because of which all the cows heard, because of which the herd of the cow was moving here and there. Now, dog was very much surprised. Now, the dog was very much surprised because he thought that bear was the strongest master for him, but that also proved to be wrong again. Now, why did I have to come here? said said he to the dog. It is the lion who rules the forest. Now, bear said that in this area, lion rules. Therefore, we have to go back. It shows the fear of bear towards lion. Now the dog understood that even bear is not at all strongest master for him. So what does he do? Let's find out. He is the strongest beast on earth. The bear said that the lion is the strongest beast on the earth. Well, then I will say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. Now, dog politely said that, okay, fine, bear. I won't be with you. I cannot serve you anymore because I needed somebody who is stronger than anyone else on earth, so that I don't have to be fearful of anybody else. Now, listening to that, bear said, okay, and both of them parted from each other. Parted means separated, okay? And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. Now, dog happily went to lion and asked, will you be my master? The lion agreed to it, because obviously, if somebody wants to be your servant, what is the issue in that, isn't it? So, he agreed happily, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. Okay, it means that dog was with lion for centuries. It was a good life. It was a good life because dog, had food from lion. Not only that, he was secure under the governance of the lion, and he had nothing to complain of. No one dared touch the dog and offend him of any way. Now nobody could say anything to dog. Okay, nobody scolded him, nobody chased him away from his place. So his two motives were fulfilled, protection and food, but he had to accept the dominance of lion. But he was leading a happy life. It was his choice, so he was leading a happy life. But what happened suddenly? Let's find out. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path when all of a sudden the lion gave a great roar. Now, see, everything was okay for many centuries, but after that there was a change. Okay, what was that? Let's see. Suddenly, when dog and the lion they were walking in the forest, the lion gave a great roar. Roar is a sound of lion. Okay, the sound of lion, the roaring of the lion. It was terrible, and the dog asked him what happened. Then he began to back away very quickly, very quietly, sorry. So lion, he was so terrified by something. He was so fearful of something, and he started stepping back. The dog was surprised. Now, dog was surprised because for many centuries there was no trouble at all. Now, what happened to my master? Suddenly, he was eager to ask him. So, after asking the question, what was the reply that he received? Let's find out. Now lion said, I smell a man coming this way. Lion said, I smell. That means he could sense there is a man out there. The lion said, we would better run for it. We would better run for it or we will be in trouble. We should run away from this place, otherwise we will be in trouble, because there is man and men are hunters, especially in the forest. Okay, there is no purpose of going to the forest uh, for men. Oh, well, then I will say goodbye to you, dog said. Now, dog was very much clear, okay, what he wants in his life. We should appreciate him for that. But he left the side of lion also, because he wanted somebody who could keep him without any fear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. Again, he repeated the same line which he had repeated for wolf and bear. Okay. Now let's see what happens. And off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. Now the dog went near to the man and asked him if he can be his master. Then men happily accepted his proposal and gave protection to him and provided with all his meals, and then both of them lived happily. After that, dog served human beings very faithfully for centuries. This happened long ago, but to this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. Therefore, dog found his permanent master, and he was and is loyal to his master till date. Therefore, we find dog to be the most loved pet among any other animal. Okay, so by this we completed this story. But children, what we need to understand from the story is that just like dog, we should be very much clear about our goals. Okay, he was very much clear what he wants in his life. Therefore, he left powerful animals on his way. In the same way, we should be focusing on our aim and not on the attractive things which happens on our way. We should be focused so that we can live happily ever after. Next is that we should be keen observant about the surroundings. This was positive nature of the dog. Now let's talk about the negative one also. The negative aspect was that the dog was not dependent upon himself. Okay, if he wished, he could have found his food by himself and protected himself from any other animal, but he did not do that. Okay, he was happy being a servant, and this is wrong. Being a human being, we should be self-reliant. Okay, whether it is for fighting or finding food, we have to do everything by ourselves so that we can lead a respectful life. Okay, and we don't have to be a servant of any other animal or any other human being. All right, so these are the things that we learn from the story. Okay, so by this we have completed this chapter. Okay, children, I am forwarding few activities to you all. Please do that. Okay, first of all, the meaning that I have given at the starting of the story, you are going to write that in your exercise copy. And right now, see the chart out here. Now see this chart which is provided in the screen. You have to utter it aloud. Okay, you have to pronounce it aloud. Okay, and practice it for your improvement. And here you are going to fill up the words on your own. Okay, so these are the activities that you all have to do. So till then we meet. Take care, children, and bye-bye. Have a good day, children.